Hello, hello. How are you? Happy Wednesday to ya. Happy Wednesday to ya. Happy Wednesday. Oh my goodness, it is Wednesday. Jeez, Louise. All right, when I tell you guys, I am so tired. I am just tired. Like the fact that I can make this live stream is a good thing. And I don't know, it hit me out of nowhere. I've been on the go since this morning. And so, doing had somewhere to be and something to do, and then I came back and I thought I was going to relax, and then I just have been doing one thing after another. But right before this live stream, for the last maybe like hour and 15 minutes, I have been answering, responding to comments. I'm like, geez, Louise. So I shouldn't complain because it's a great problem to have. But I mean, I've been responding to comments and I'm not done. So my goal tonight, when I get off this live stream, I am going to go to bed. But before I go to bed, I think I'm going to finish answering my little calls, or maybe I'll do it, my comments, or maybe I'll do it right in the morning. But I don't know. I just know I need to get to sleep. I'm tired. So how are you guys? What are you guys up to? Okay, so we got the Mail to the B. Hi, Mail to the B. She says, good evening, gorgeous friend Dee Dee and friends. Thank you, Mail. She says, please like, share, and subscribe as you enter the live chat. All right, if you're reading this message, you're in the mobile adapted live stream chat. Please join us on the standard chat if you would like more engagement. Mel is saying hello again. We got Keisha. How are you, Keisha? Look at you in the red. I got the red lips today. I'm excited about my little red lips. How about that? I said I was going to try to wear red, like to get out my comfort zone. I like a good gold, like a kind of nude kind of color. I just like lip gloss, nothing fancy smancy. But I'm doing something a little different. And, I went to the restroom twice before we started because I want to make sure I can sit here and not have to get up and go. All right, we got Vivi. Hey, Vivi, how are you? Looking good in that color. That's like a teal color. I love a good teal kind of color. Who else do we have in here? We got Jennifer. How are you, Jennifer? Look at you, looking fancy smancy. I love your blazer. Super cute. Super cute. I don't know if my glasses are doing something special today, but I can see. I can see even the little profile pics. We got my girl Ocean. How are you? Looking so cute with the red hair. It's like a reddish color, I think. All right, so guys, today we're going to be talking about, my last video was about body image. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it, but if you didn't, go back and check it out. Here we go. It was about body image. And I've had a lot of people in my comment section telling me that some people have reached their goal and they're still not happy with their weight. So, and I've experienced that too. I guess the thing for me is I'm really not finished losing yet, right? So I still have weight to go. And the weight, I think I talked about this on the last live stream I did, which was Monday, which if you were in here, by the way, that was like almost 4.5 hours of juicy talking. First, we started off talking about, what were we talking about? We were talking about GLP-1 things, and then it got to GLP-1 content creator things. And I thought it was a great discussion. I've chiseled that live stream down because 4 hours is a long time, and it just kind of got off topic. I wanted to kind of stay on topic for my GLP-1, people who come here to see that content. But if you happen to be here, it was a good live chat. A lot of people caught it on the vertical live. It had like 1,000 views already. So I just love that. So thank you if you were in here, you're able to stop in. I think this Monday I'm going to be live, but I think I'm going to start about 10:30. I don't think I'm going to start at 9:30 because my daughter is going to a camp. It's a different one and the time is a little different. So, but I don't want to stress myself out and be like, in traffic trying to get here. So maybe 10:30 into 11. Like I think it's going to be a lunch and chat. So we'll do that. And then I have some news to update you guys with what's going on with my dad and the whole Zepbound situation. Yeah, it's a lot going on with that. But anyway, so that's this, my subscribers talking about the body image of it all is what made me want to talk about the body image. And of course, it's something I had issues with too. And I don't really think that I don't think I would have really shared that, a lot of that, because I think see it and think about it, but I don't think I would have really talked about it if people didn't speak up and also say they were experiencing that. So, I mean, the truth about body image is I don't think that we really know how we're going to feel until we actually lose the weight. And a lot of times I look at pictures of, any of these content creators, myself, and you see the before and after, and it's like, geez, oh man, like I've never saw myself the size I was and really took it all in. But then now that I'm a smaller size, I still sometimes think like I'm a lot bigger than I actually am, right? So it's kind of hard. It's different. I'll look at something and be like, there's no way I could fit into that. And then I could fit into it. I mean, who knew? So trying stuff on has been a kind of a pleasure for me because most of the time I can fit whatever I'm trying on. Whereas before, when I was bigger, I would think I could wear something and I couldn't squeeze these buns in it. So I love that for myself. And so that makes me want to start off with a question for you guys. So I want you guys to know, not know, but I want you guys to tell me in the chat. Now, this might be hard for some people, but I want you to tell me in the chat. And if you're at home watching, think about it too. Think about coming in that chat and telling us what it is. What did you like the most about your body before losing weight? So if you're somebody in here and you're new to the journey, you really haven't lost a lot of weight, or you're out there watching, you haven't lost a lot of weight, that's okay, because this is a good question for you. So I want to know, to the ladies and gentlemen in the chat, what did you love the most about your body before you lost weight? Not right now, looking all good like you do. Before you even lost that weight. Let's see who came here. Oh, we got M to the V to the P. How are you? How are you? She is Tamika. How are you? How are you? All right. Did I see you, Cheryl, earlier? Okay, so Cheryl, oh my goodness. So we got some answers coming in. What did you like the most about your body before losing weight? So I'm going to say, what was mine? What did I like the most? You know what? I'm going to say, dare I say, my buns. Baby got back. So I would say my buns. Is that a word? Is that a proper word to use for your bottom? I'm going to say bottom, buns. I'm going to type that in the chat. What was yours? Now, Cheryl told me. Everybody else, what do you think yours was? Bottom, your buns, my bottom, my buns. That was like what I liked best about my body. And I'm going to tell you guys, don't tell anybody else, but the guys that I dated, that was their favorite thing about me, is my buns too. So I will say that. My backside. Ooh, Jilly, is that Jilly? Thank you for coming in with that. The backside of it all. Yes, the backside. So what was yours? Let's see. I saw Cheryl. Cheryl says, and Cheryl, thanks for being honest. Wait, Cheryl, I'm trying to get back to your comment. I see you guys are saying hello to each other. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not done yet either. It's like, geez, little man. Oh, Mel, you like the live on Monday. Wowza, Didi, it was very entertaining, insightful, and transparent live on Monday. Yeah, we had a good old time. Okay, I see my girl came in here. She is Tamika. It's up in here. Now, Cheryl said nothing. She didn't like anything about her body before losing any weight. Okay, so that's a very honest answer. Thank you. Okay, so, Tamika said your glutes. Yes. That was your favorite body part before losing the weight. Okay. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Okay, so we got Jilly up in the house that's saying my backside. I can relate to that. You said my books. Is that boobies? Is that what that is? Your boobies? Okay, all right, very good. So it's things that you did like. All right, so Mel says, I like my fuller baby face. Yes. It's funny because when we interviewed Mel, you sent me pictures of yourself and you were chunkier in the face. And I like that. I thought you looked super cute. So yeah, there's that. How about that? So I'm glad you like that too. All right. So Cheryl says my thighs was bigger in your stomach area, your boobs. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. All my stuff was bigger too. Hey, Bellflower, how are you? She says, Happy Wednesday, Diva and Diva chat. Okay, so due to menopause. Okay, so our question is, maybe Bellflower can answer now that she's in here. I thought you meant boobs. It said my books. Okay, all right. So you guys probably know what question's coming next, don't you? Oh, Bellflower heard her. She said, "Ooh," she said, "My youthfulness, then and now, my ooh." All right, so that's my next question. So that's what we did not like. So after you've lost weight, if you've lost some weight, what is the best thing about your body now that you've lost some weight? Let me find that question to put on here just in case you forget. So what do you like the most about your body after losing weight? After losing weight, what do you think? What is it? What do I like the most after losing 88 pounds? Let me see. I think I still like my buns. I think I still, and I like my face better because my face is slimming out. So I will say that. So let me give myself credit for that. So I like that my face is chiseled out a little bit better. So yeah, chisel. So I like the face of it all. Okay. Who's that lady? Rita, how are you, Miss Rita? Okay, all right. So, what do you like the most about your body after losing the weight? Okay, so Mel said, probably my perky breast as well. Losing 30 pounds seemed like losing 60 based on my boobs. Yes, and that's kind of like the downside for a lot of ladies that they say is losing that the boobs flat. And I'm going to tell you, I always say, and I don't know, being a bigger girl, I always say like when you lay down, they perk right up. You know what I'm saying? When you lay flat, I mean it is what it is. They just look okay. So I always say that. You said, oh, from knock knees to bow knees to bow leg. So you're bow legged now. Jeez, Louise, you know, I always think of bow-legged. I think of that guy from Lisa Coat Jam, where he talks about when he has the bow legs. Jeez, Louise. Okay, well, let me not get off on that tangent. Y'all know I'm single, so I'm losing. I went down in tummy area in your face, and that's probably where the first places you can see it. All right, now this is so funny. I went off having the heat on when I first came on this live. I had the heat on. And now I gotta turn on my fan. I'm getting hot. It's these lights. The lights, cameras, action. I wish we could play like real music on here. We'd be jamming on here. As I would play that song, Lights, Camera, Action by those rappers. Cause geez, oh man. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go and turn on my fan. I gotta turn on the fan. Jeez Louise. Okay. My daughter is look who's back. Back again. Dun dun dun. Shay is back. Dun dun dun. Tell a friend. I always thought I could want to be a rapper. I'm gonna bust out a rap for y'all one day up on here. Okay, so what did you say? Okay, you said I like it all because my fat body wasn't a body I was used to. Right, because you grew up being a lot slimmer. See, I didn't have that experience where I was used to being slimmer. Well, one of these days, I'm going to show you some old pictures. Not slimmer to the point where I guess I was slim, but I don't. It didn't last for so long, so I don't even remember it that well. I always say I was never slim, but I guess according to like your BMI standards, I probably was never slim. But I had like nice curves. At one point, I had a flat stomach. I'm gonna have to share that pic. A flat stomach when I was really young, like middle school into high school. And then once I started getting to high school, it's the weight started picking up. When I get to college, it was just picking up and taking off. It was just, oh, geez, Louise. So, yeah. And I want to say, Now, this brings me to my next question. Wait, what are you guys saying? Mel says, ooh, smaller waistline, says Keisha, after losing weight. Yeah, and I feel like I need to measure myself because I know my stomach has to be smaller, but I can't tell. I can't tell by looking at it. And common sense tells you it has to be smaller because I've lost a lot of weight. But I can't tell with my stomach. I can tell with my face. I can even tell a little bit in my arms. I can tell in my legs. I cannot tell in my stomach. So I have to measure myself to really get that. Mel says, I mean, I know it's weird, but I also miss my premenopause slender face. So I like my chiseled face now. Okay, and you got a great profile pickup. Go, Mel. Go, Mel. Go, Mel. Go, Mel. All right, very good. You said it's cold. Well, now I'm about to get chilly because I'm getting cooler as we speak. I just need it. I don't know. Am I having a hot flash? I really think it's the lights, though. All right, people are saying hello to each other. Okay, so we answered that question. So let's get into the hard question here. I want to know from you guys can you picture what what question is coming next? Okay, so I want to know what did you like the least? Did I say ask about the least part? What did you like the least about your body? Did I ask that already? I don't know if I asked the least. So what do you like right now? What's the thing, if you could fix anything on your body, what do you not like? I guess that's the question. What do you not like about your body right now? Oh, okay, let's see. What don't you like? Poor body. Now, if you are somebody who likes everything, I don't know if I buy that, but maybe you do. So what don't you like about your body right now? All right, let me put this question up here. Is there anything you don't like about your body? What is it? I'm trying to think. Mine it's just no doubt about it. It's my stomach, my belly. My stomach is, geez, Louise. Jennifer, no way. You celebrated. Oh my goodness. You celebrated your 65th birthday. Jeez, Louise. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, she is Tamika. Thank you for the compliment. Jeez, Louise. She says your hair is gorgeous and I love your red lip. Thank you. So my hair, Tamika, is courtesy. Well, I guess it was for my Dee Dee's meetup. I wanted to have Divalicious hair. And then I kept it in obviously until my birthday, so I had Divalicious birthday hair. So I appreciate that. And then on our Divalicious meetup, I gave everybody some red Ruby Woo, that MAC lipstick. And is that what it is? Yeah, that MAC lipstick. And I said, I'm going to start wearing this. And so I'm not a red girl as far as wearing lipstick, but I'm going to be wearing this. So, and then Bellflower sent me some Ruby Woo lipstick. So, and this is probably the one I'm wearing now. I got that from Bellflower for birthday gift. So thank you. I see how that works. You give and you just don't even think about it. You give something nice and you get something nice in return. So I love that. I was just thinking like, dang, I should have got some of that for myself. And then bam, bam, boom. I got a gift from Bellflower. I love that. All right. So anybody else with me with that stomach? Okay. So people are saying hello. Wait a second. Jennifer has a birthday. Wait, we got to sing happy birthday to Jennifer. Now, Jennifer, I hope this does not come tumbling down. Like at this point, I think my computer is just full of videos. It's like on its last leg. And the only reason why I haven't gotten a new computer is because I went to the Apple store. I had to get a new printer. It was under warranty. So I exchanged the printer out. And the guy said to me, I should wait until the school specials come, which is in a couple weeks here. And so he told me to wait. Now, Mel and everybody, and I know this to be true too, but I think there's some specials that is unique to that week. Like they give you like an Apple, I might get an Apple gift card for $150 or $200. I don't know if you can go back and get you can get a price match, but I don't know if you could get those other perks like that. So I'm trying to wait it out. But anyway, If this cuts out, I'm just gonna have to restart because I think my memory is kind of slow and lagging. I really do. So we'll see though. But we got to sing happy birthday. I can't let a birthday go by without singing this. Okay, ready? We're singing to the lovely Jennifer. Are you ready? Happy birthday, Jennifer. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Jennifer. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Jennifer. Happy birthday. 65. That's like a milestone type of birthday. Did you do anything special? Are you doing anything special? What is going on? Okay, all right, very good. Oh, it's hot in Georgia. Oh, geez, Louise. Now, I heard, is this true? Because I didn't hear this from Mel, but the group of ladies I was with have homes in Florida. So they are in Ohio until November, and then they go to their homes in Florida. It's like 3 or 4 ladies I was with today. They're retired teachers. And from November to like April, they go home to Florida. But anyway, they said that it is like a hot index, like 100+ degrees in Florida. So Tamika would know, she's in here. Mel, you never mentioned it was super hot in Florida. Is that true? What do you guys think? Is that true? Yeah, I'm sure it's true wherever their area they're at. And they were all over kind of Florida. Like one of them said they live up here. One of them said they live down there. And they were talking about all these different places. So geez, Louise. All right. So, is that true, Mel and Tamika? So here's Dee Dee. My stomach is something I would get rid of. My arms. You know what? I debated. I was going to say stomach or arms. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the teacher in me. I asked a question, and I got to put a question mark up. Wait a second. I'm like, how you going to have a question with an exclamation point? That's not going to work for me. Okay. Okay, here's the question. Okay, so my arms, I'm telling you, if I had to battle it out, I would say my stomach, but my arms is like a very close second. Absolutely. Okay, so all right, she is Tamika. Okay, I love that. She says she loves her body now. It's improving. So what is improving? Because I know you used to always want to work on your buns. Has that improved for you? I know those arms are arming. You can hang out with Angela Bassett up in here. But what about the buns? Have you worked on that? Are you doing those glutes? You know, a lot of times your shorts would come up and you were always exercising in there. It's like, geez, Louise. All right, carnivore muscle. How are you? I want muscles for my girl Jo. Hey. I always think of that song, you guys, that Diana Ross song. Geez, Louise, I'm gonna have to listen to that on my way to when I drop my daughter off tomorrow. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. I really like everything but my boobs, but not enough to have surgery. They are tolerable. Okay, very good. Geez, so are you not having surgery because you just don't believe in elective surgery and this whole safety of it all, or you're just like, I'm not spending money on that? Like, is there one of those two? Yeah, Tamika, we had the Dee Dee's meetup. Geez, Louise. He said, Mel says, welcome back to Carnivore Muscle. I wish I had it 25 snatch, but I'm working on. You wish it was 25 inches, right? What is the dimensions they say of a nice body? My daughter's gonna come in here and shut the door. What is she watching that she gonna have to shut the door? I guess she's telling me I'm too loud. What is it? 34? What's the dimensions? Like carnivore muscle, do you know what's the dimensions of that figure 8? Is it 34, 24, 36? What is it? Do you remember what it was? What was it? I know somebody in here has to know that. Okay, so what are you guys saying? Oh, you hate your tummy. Oh, carnivore muscle hates his tummy. Okay, so we're in the same boat. Geez, Louise, he's saying, hey to Mel. Vivi, you be getting some nice clothes. Yeah, she's trying on stuff. I love that. The outfit of the day. If I didn't have body image issues, I'd probably be doing more of that. But yeah, for right now, nah. Maybe once I get into, you know, the swing of being able to produce more when I'm not back to work. Because I told you I've been like since I retired, you know, I won't be going back to work. But right now, my summer has been taken up with a bunch of things to do. So, oh, you like your stomach now. Very good. Ocean says my stomach, my arms, and my thighs. Okay, very good. People are saying happy birthday to Jennifer. We love that. Hopefully she was in here and heard it. Because I was thinking my buns off. It's a hot mess. Oh, the bottom. Okay, but you got to keep working on it because you could get muscles in there. That's one of the places where I have muscles is in my glutes. And my daughter's like, Mom, you got muscles in your, your I can make it move and stuff like that. Like my arms, I mean, you would think I wasn't lifting weights with these arms the way they're so flabby. Geez, Louise, you said it's been 80s in the 80s. Okay, so whatever part of Florida they are in. Jeez, Louise. Okay, she said happy birthday. Florida is in a long phallic state. What is that? I don't know. Oh, a long, you're saying like, yeah, it's spread out for sure. You hate your stomach and chin. Yeah, that stomach is gonna do us in, but that's okay. We're gonna work on it. She said happy birthday to Jennifer. You love your little tone. I love that too. Mel, you know, we met in person. So now when I say Mel really has a nice shape, you know, I know that she really does because I've seen her in person. So you said, yes, my glutes are lifted, my thighs are growing nicely. Oh, very good. So they're even lifting up. I love that. And one of the things I love about my buns is that they're nice and round. Now, sometimes, depending on how I stand, it looks like they're not. But if you look at it from the back, you know how like you stand, a muscle perks out or something? I don't know. One of these pictures I took, I was standing a certain way and it looked like my butt wasn't round really, but really it is round. It's like two round apples or cantaloupe sitting there or something. And I would hate to lose that. And sometimes, you know, I thought, is this a thing? When I was sitting on these lives for so long, I thought, what if my buns flattened down? So, you know, what I could easily do is do squats. So even if I'm not doing anything else, before I started this whole exercise thing, I was always doing squats. Squats are the easiest thing to do. And it was nothing to it but to do it. So I was like, oh, that's something I could do my squats. And, you know, I practiced, you know, I'll do like so many a day. And then I remember Miss Toy was having a squat challenge and I was, you know, it was so easy for me to join. She was like, oh my gosh, you're going to join the exercise. Well, that's something I have been doing. And one thing about it is when people are doing exercises, even though they might say they're not, you're going to be able to see it eventually. You'll be able to see it in their buns. If they say they're doing squats, you'll see it in their arms. If they say you're lifting, you'll see it. The only thing with the arms is, I will say, as much as I've been lifting here lately, that's when the skin hangs from your arms, it's hard to get that back. So that's why that arm surgery is, I think if you really had to do something, that would be a good one to do because it's going to be hard to get that fat. You could get muscle, but to get that hanging fat down off of there, the wings of it all, So if you can let yourself not get to the point where you have those wings to that fat from your arm, if you can avoid that, I'm telling you to avoid it. Avoid that because that's the one hard thing it is to fix. Let's see. Mel says, Tamika, I guess because of the stormy weather on the West Coast. Okay, very good. Miss WW, she says, hi, Dee Dee. Happy hump day, everyone. You say, yeah, you don't want elective surgery. It's not that serious. I'm kind of frugal. Okay, 36, 24, 36. Okay, so the top and the bottom are the same. Jeez, Louise, I am interested. So next week, if you come to this live stream next week, you don't have to tell us your measurements, but I'm going to see how close I am to that right now. I already know the top is off and the bottom is off, but what I don't know about is that middle. But I would be curious to know how many inches do I have to get to that? Isn't that she's a brick, dun, 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 house, dun, dun, dun. She's mighty, mighty. She's letting it all hang out. Is that who says that? 34, 24, 36, 24, 36. Somebody said that in a song. Yes, you're here, Jennifer. You are so welcome. 65. What a blessing. I'm going to be thanking God when I reach 65. So, I mean, I hope you are feeling good and you're looking good for sure. You said, I want to tighten up my stomach so I don't need a tummy tuck. Yes. Now, I wonder, they say there are no spot, you can't spot reduce things, but I think for your stomach, doing, you do the ab work and the core, that's to build your muscle. I don't know what slims that stomach down is walking, they say. Like that zone 2 walking gets that fat out, targets that visceral fat. And doing some interval, walking where you're going really, really, up, your heart rate is up. You don't have to be going super fast. Maybe get an incline, like a 5 to 10% incline, and then bring yourself down. So I know all the things to do. It's just a matter of actually doing it. All right, doing it and sticking to it and being consistent with that walking. So yeah, there's that. And you could walk around after you eat. They say walk around right after you eat. Don't wait. Walk around your last meal or any meals in between. Walk around and you get that digestion flowing, which kind of is needed, right? Because we've slowed down our digestion with this GLP-1. And then that walking is also going to be beneficial to get that food moving, have a, drink something, and then you're going to sleep good at night. And I'm telling you, that's one of the things I've been doing is moving, because I know I'm not getting that cardio in as much as the strength training. And so that cardio, that's how I'm getting my cardio in. Now, am I running up and down my stairs, like huffing and puffing as I go? No, but I'm just moving. Like that's what I could commit to. So that's what I'm doing. And it's not like I'm taking a structured walk, because you guys know I don't like to walk outside. But what I'll do is, I wash my dishes, I move around. Last night I was talking on the phone. I had eaten earlier, but I probably was moving for 2 hours. I had to make a bean dip. After the bean dip, I could have just sat down and talked on the phone. But while I was talking on the phone, I ended up mopping my floor, sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, wiping down the counters. I mean, I was just moving. So all that kind of adds up. That's that neat exercise, right? That exercise you're just doing naturally and normally. So I think a lot of times people think that doesn't count, but that does count. Now, if you could be running marathons and walking around your neighborhood at a full pace or running on a track, I don't know. I don't think I would be running after 50, especially with knees and all that injuries you could get. I'm not a fan of the running. I know some people love it. It's like a stress release for some people. Like I have a friend who runs, and she used to run marathons, and she stopped running the marathons, but she's just used to running. She ran track, so she loves it. So for her, but eventually I guarantee you her body's going to slow her down, and she's going to have to start incorporating more strength than doing that running and that cardio, because that's not good on your knees as you age. And we're not talking about exercise, but we are now. I was watching this documentary. Again, there I go with the documentaries, Bellflower. So I was watching, I don't know if it was a documentary or like a commercial for a documentary. And they were talking about on that documentary, they were talking to, or maybe it was a commercial, I don't know what it was, but they were telling people basically it was like people that was 60s and 70s. And they were saying to the people, how did you get your body to where you are now? Well, when I tell you, they looked like they were like in their 30s. They had muscles. They had muscles in their arms, their legs, not like overly done, but they just look good. They didn't have bellies. They looked healthy. Some of those people were 70 and 80. And one of the things that the guy said, he was 70 something. And I also know if he was 75, and he said, he was when he sees his, friends, he said most of his friends are having walkers, had hip surgery, knee surgery. He said they are not very mobile. And he said that one of the things he made a commitment to do was to move. And so he doesn't have any of those problems. And I mean, he was moving and hustling like he was in his 30s. And he said he feels good. But what I noticed about all those people is that they look like they have been lifting weights. They had tone in their arms. They had tone in their legs. I mean, they were men, women, white, black, Asian, all races, all cultures. And I just was very impressed. And there was this one guy who was 66, and he looked the most built out of everybody. He was a black guy, and he looks like he's probably in his 40s, if that. And he said one of the things he did was he decided he was going to do a little bit instead of nothing. He said, so he worked his way up from a little bit to kind of, he got really into it. And he said he scaled back down because he said, when you get older, you can injure yourself. And he said, there's no use to go hard when you're in your 60s. You don't need to go hard, which is a great point. And I mean, he looks fabulous. So that was like, it was just eye-opening, because a lot of times when you see older people, they can be slim, but they look frail and slim. Well, these folks did not. So anyway, there's that PSA, everybody. PSA, keep it moving. Okay, so, I'm glad I never, I got ready. Wait, I'm glad I never got rid. Are you saying rid of your skinny clothes? You've been holding on to them. Okay, so you could fit into those skinny clothes. Okay, but get rid of the big clothes though, because I find myself, that's one of the things I'm doing is going through clothes and closets and all that, and I feel like I've been able to hold on to it because I've been up and down, up and down. Now I'm just going to let this stuff go. And even if I always say this, but I'm going to get to my goal, don't worry. But I always say, even if I don't lose another pound, I'm not going back. So that I know for sure. I'm not going back. So I love that for you. Very good. I'm not going to give out as much confetti tonight because I don't want this operation to go down. But when I get my new computer, I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm going to see if you notice. I might be doing flips and tricks and all kind of stuff on here. Because I will have the bandwidth to do it. Jeez, Louise. Okay. All right. I mean, my 25-year-old body, I'm the same weight and size, but it's not as tight since I stretched it out. Yeah. And that's the thing. I always think about gaining weight. It's like an oversized balloon, right? We stretch it out. And then do we expect, so even when you deflate a balloon, it's kind of wrinkled and stuff, right? It's not like perfectly back to that way it was. It's a little bit, depending on how big you get it. So, 300 pounds, I can't even imagine when you spread it, you go above 300. I can't even imagine 400, 500. So to get back down, and I say that because I was 300, right? So, just to get back down. So I'm sure people who were 400 can't imagine what it was like for people who are 500, and people that are 500 probably can't imagine at 600, which I think, well, didn't that Jamie Seltzer start at that high? So just to think he's like now in the 200s. So, geez, oh man. So, I mean, gosh, that just reminds me that we got to really like hone in on how far we've come. So speaking of that, I brought some photos. You guys have seen these photos, but I'm going to share them again because I got to get used to seeing myself smaller. So when I walk past that mirror, I'm not like beating myself up like I can do. All right, so here we go. A little journey. Look at thick in the thighs. I told you I've always been cute in the face and big in the waist. And then slimming down, and I always covered up. I'm a cover up girl. I don't know if I probably got down to like 130, I'd probably still be covered up. And my friends still have to remind me, you don't have to cover up so much. This is one of my great outfits I have because everything fits, right? And that's how you can really see my shape. Rarely am I wearing things that fit. And then this is my Ayuga gear. I do love a good Ayuga. If you haven't picked yourself up any Ayuga, go get you some Ayuga. I love Ayuga. So yeah, so I'm still getting used to my body. Here's my little new birthday pic. Just love that pic. Now notice, on my birthday picture, I don't have like stuff sticking to me where you can see my curves. It's just kind of like, I like to wear things that don't really stick to me. So I wonder when I really slim this, and a lot of times I'm trying to cover up that belly. I just don't want stuff sticking to me, and I don't want to wear Spanx. So I wonder when I get down to my size that I'm really comfortable with, if I let that go, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it up. All right. Okay. So and then here is the dress. Jeez Louise. Now I have another dress that I tried on, and I'm going to do a before and after. And I don't know if I'm ready for the after yet. I think I probably have to slim down a little bit more to look the way I want to look in this dress. Now, can I fit it? I can. Somebody else would probably wear it and think it was fine. But for me, I just think it could be fit better. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm one of those people like, I know I have fat rolls, but I don't like everybody else to know I have fat rolls. So I'm not wearing a dress. You're going to see fat rolls on it. So I'll work on that a little bit more. But it's cute. It's cute. And so I saw the before and I was like, am I ready to show an after? And I'm not. Now I have an after. I have a before with this dress. I showed you guys how I looked at it. But you know what? I'm going to wait. I'll show it. Maybe I'll do make a short video and show the before and after with that same dress on. My daughter, the pictures are a courtesy of my #1 favorite photographer, my daughter. I just gave her $15 for her field trip. They don't need money. So I said, there's that. Thank you for taking those photos. So yes, okay. So what are you guys saying? I didn't got off on a tangent with my little photos there, but yeah. So I have to think about this think about how far I've come. And that's helpful. That's helpful for me. Geez, Louise. Okay. The pictures help a whole lot. Okay, so we saw that. Wait a minute. I didn't say Myra. Welcome to the chat. Carla, welcome to the chat. She said, just getting off work. How are you? Nice picture. Nice hair. Love your hair. The hair is everything. All right, she's saying happy birthday. Tamika, that's good to hear. Congrats. We've been lifting for a few years now, girl. Yeah, Mel always did have a nice shape. Tamika says she joined the gym. Me too, Tamika. And what gym did you join? I joined the gym, but I'm about to give up the gym. I'm going to talk about this on Monday. I'm going to write this down. Maybe Mel or Bellflower, if you remember, remind me to talk about this gym because I'm getting to the point where I'm going to write it down. I don't know if I'll have this same paper in front of me on Monday, but on Monday, I'm going to talk about that gym because I got a situation with the gym. And then I got a lot of member stuff I need to put up. I'm so far behind on my membership stuff, like putting stuff up. So I got to get back on that grind. I have a couple of videos for members that I need to release. And one of them is the trainer. And maybe I'll tell you guys what I'm doing with that before I talk about it on Monday's live because, yeah, I got a decision to make. Okay, so you're at Planet Fitness. Okay, good. So that's also a dilemma of mine, Tamika, is that Planet Fitness of it all. Jeez, Louise. Wait a minute. Did I miss somebody said I skipped down. Wait a minute. I skipped all the way down. Jeez, Louise, how did I get all the way down here? I didn't miss all these folks. Okay, wait a second. Let me go back. Okay, Tamika. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Carla, you said your chest is deflated. Oh, no. Jeez, well, you know what? This is what I say. I think I was talking about this on, I was on a tangent on Monday. Jeez, Louise. I was talking about this on Monday, and one of the things I said was, you know, I don't want that loose skin where, you got saggy boobies and you put on a bra and then even the boobs look saggy in the bra. See, I don't have that going on now. In my bra, my boobs look like I got, I don't know, 5 CCUs. I don't know what, with silicone, whatever they putting in these boobs. My boobs look like they got that in there. I don't know. Can you guys see? These boobs are doing their job. I go get a mammogram tomorrow. Pray for me and wish me luck up in there. Tomorrow is my mammogram. These babies are going to be hitting that table. They flatten you out like a pancake. So I'm excited to go and get that done. But so anyway, so if I was flat though, and then you push them up, you know how they look like, like skin. I've seen girls who have that, like they, some girls don't care. They're like, this is what God gave me. This is what I'm working with. This is what I'm working with. But you can see the loose skin. And I don't want that for me. But I think if you are confident and can rock that, go for it. I feel like whatever you're confident doing, that's what you should do. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, you will work on your stomach. Okay. Very good. Tiffany, how are that cute family? You said I do Pilates twice a week, so I hope that will help with the bill. Yes, I love that you're doing the Pilates. You know, I did the Pilates last summer and I think the summer before last. And I was saying, like, right now, for me, I don't know what size you are, but you could do Pilates at any size. When I say this, I'm not like ragging on my size, you know, but I'm saying for me, what I found is I'm going to go back to Pilates when I'm a little bit smaller. Even though I could do it now, it's not about whether you could do it or feel comfortable in there at my size. But I think for me, I just feel like I need to put that time, energy, and effort into strength training and trying to build muscle in my arms and it making my legs stronger. And did you know everybody wants to work on their arms because it's kind of like a vanity measure, I think, to have the arms and it looks good in your shirts and all that. But you're having strong legs is the number one determiner of good health when you get older. Is that leg strength, but not the arm strength. And I could totally see that and understand because what gets you around? We're not walking on our arms. Now, you need the arm strength to lift you up, especially if you take a fall. But even with that fall, if you have a strong foundation on that bottom half, you're less likely to break a bone, hurt your knee. You know, I remember falling. I used to wear these, well, I still do, but I haven't worn them in a while. But I used to wear these high platform shoes because I'm on the shorter side and I always wanted to be taller. And I never forget, I was coming out of my garage and I turned the corner. My daughter had a doll house and the doll house was huge and it was a little bit into the door. So I had to go to the bathroom and I was like, I'm gonna go to my, it's the second bathroom. I'll go to the bathroom. And I didn't turn enough, I think, to get past that doll house and I came tumbling down and it tickled me because I think I hit a funny bone, but I was able to bounce back up. I stayed there for a minute and then my cousin, he lived with me at the time. He was like, are you okay? Are you okay? My daughter was like, mommy, are you okay? And I was fine. But I mean, geez, Louise, I was just like, luckily, I could just get right back up and keep it moving. And that was, I want to say, I was in my later 40s when that happened, right? Because I had to be, right? I was in my later 40s when that happened. So I just hope that if I fall, I can get back up. I mean, I've known some friends of mine, their family members have fallen and it has not been good. And so, and that's a lot of people are having the weak bones, osteoporosis, osteopenia, and don't know they have it until they have like that big fall. So, okay, Mel to the B. Thank you for the super chat. She says Pilates is great. I was a Pilates baby, but it should complement strength training, not replace it. Yes, and that's what I was doing. I was doing that instead of the strength training. And one of the reasons why, and there's a reason why for me, one of the reasons why, Mel and chat, that I was doing that is because I was like, oh, I'm going to do the Pilates. Pilates is on the expensive side. And I said, kind of like as a supplement, I was going to go to Planet Fitness. Well, I'm telling you, when I left that Pilates, I didn't have enough energy to go to Planet Fitness. I mean, it was just it's a work. I think I have forgotten that it was such a workout. And I think I could do more last summer because last summer I was slimming down, whereas the summer before I was over 300 or at 300. So, or maybe I was at when I was first losing. So I was still up there and weight close to 300. So I think that's why I say for me and my experience, now these girlies that are bigger girlies, you could go to Pilates. And I think the stereotype or the misconception is you have to be smaller to go. You don't. And a lot of the commercials, like I see the commercials on Instagram, and they have plus size women that are on these commercials, these Pilates commercials. So they want the bigger girls up in there working it out. And it's a great workout. And I think if you're dating somebody, it's even better. If you have a husband, he's going to love it. Because you find muscles and stretches you never knew you had up in you. I'm telling you, it's a great thing to do if you could go. So we said all that because Tiffany told us she was going. So let's give Mel a super chat. Thank you. Where is Mel to the B? I hope this doesn't fall all out of here. And Tiffany, we want to give you some Pilates confetti. I just love a good Pilates workout. When somebody's going, I just think like, wow, That is so awesome. I can't find your name now. Um, see what happens when I do that confetti? It kind of scrolls me down. Okay, here she goes. Okay, very good. All right, Tiffany. Very good. Very nice picture. I love the family photo of it all. Very good. Very handsome family. Nice looking family. Okay, so Mel says yes. HIIT hit and some zone 2 walking. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. You got it. You got it, girl. You got it. I always think of the songs of it all. 16K steps today. Go Tamika. You said it felt natural, but it wasn't that easy years back. Yeah, that's probably because you worked your way up to, how your body is in good shape. That is. Jeez Louise. That's very true, Shay. It also helps with insulin spikes post meal. Yes, very good. Yeah. And that's why I need to be doing that right for my insulin. Lord, not. And then you know what? I'm gonna send you a mail that toxic skincare documentary. I haven't forgotten about that. I just didn't do it yet. And I thought they probably don't want this anyway. But you know what? A PSA is never hurt nobody. Meanwhile, I'm still doing my routine at night. I think my skin is, now you guys probably can't tell because, you guys are all here saying, oh, your skin looks the same. It looks like, but in real life, you can tell. And so I go to get my last facial, and I'm not last forever, but my last facial, I go next month because he told me to get 3 facials in a row. And then I afford it. I'm on it. And I get the one with the red light therapy. It's all the works. It's expensive. And originally I was treating myself for my birthday. And then when he told me that, I said, yeah, that makes sense. He said, so do 3 in a row. And then he said, after that, you could do every 3 months or every 6 months. And he said, with, you doing a skincare routine, you could go every 6 months, or either get like I get the one also with the it's a machine. They're not just massaging, they're sucking stuff out. Like when I leave there, I feel like I'm like, my skin has been through it. But the first time I had like acne or something, like a blackhead or something. The second time he was like, oh my gosh, your skin looks so nice. He could tell a difference. And I could too. So he wasn't just telling me something I didn't know. I thought my skin looked a lot better too. And one of the things I'm trying to get, you guys can't see, even though my face is all up in here, but I have some little dark spots. Some of them are like moles. I don't know if they're moles or like from the sun. I don't know. You get those little dark spots, and I'm trying to get those off. And so it has lightened those up for me. So I have noticed that. But most of the skincare stuff takes a while. It takes a while. It doesn't just happen overnight. And so one of the things I want to do is get a red. I said, all the stuff people are doing. I'm going to tell him about my toxic skincare documentary and see what he says. Like, girl, don't be messing up my business. But one of the things he said, he was like, out of all the stuff you could do, he said had some red light therapy. So we're going to have like a discussion about skincare coming up here. We're going to be bringing our skincare products. We're going to have the cosmetologist come on here who helped with the skincare of it all. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about, the skincare you can use that's more of a clean kind of approach to skincare versus, and no debate. It's just we're sharing. You could take what you want and do what you want with it. And I'm not changing right now. So I am going to be toxic for a while. Because the reason why I'm not changing, because I just bought it. Like I don't have money to waste all those products like that, unless I just found out something that was just scared me straight, right? Like well, I'm like, I'm not using that. But I said the skincare that I have on this documentary, it's a way you could look up and see what the products are, and they're rated, like the different chemicals in there. So I said I was going to do that, and I just haven't had time. But it's like if it's not one thing, it's another. Jeez Louise. The documentary of it all. Okay, you said yes. If you're over 40, it's really great. Not great for the Jones joints and bone. Weights are excellent, however. Yeah, I think the lifting. I think all it's the pressure on those knees is just a thing. Weight stimulate collagen production and metabolically active, and muscle burns 3 times as many calories as fat. Who fat? Who gonna check me, boo? Nobody, unless you say eat fiber. And then my guy CM gonna check you, boo. If you know, you know. Jeez Louise. Ruth, look at you. Looking oh my gosh. I just love that pic. You look so just professional and like classy and like you're just ready to jet set somewhere. I love it. You're ready. You look like you're ready to like negotiate. Do you want to go negotiate some stuff for me? You're ready to look like you're ready to negotiate. I love it. Mail to the B. My body told me loud and clear that high impact cardio is not for me anymore, but finding joy in lifting. All right. My girl, Sweet B, is lifting in the house. We love that. Okay. All right. People are saying hello. Shawnee. She says, hey, she's watching from the bushes. We're glad you're watching, Shawnee. Okay, I used to be the cardio queen, but I'm learning to love lifting and strength training. Very good. And I think if you want to reshape your body, that's probably the best thing you can do. People are saying hello to Shawnee. I fought to get out of those 300s today, and I 295. We love it. We got to give you some confetti. Don't you feel good? Jeez Louise. Oh, Miss WW. Miss WW, Miss WW, and Miss WW, Miss WW. Look, I love that. Jeez Louise, what a good feeling. That's how I'm gonna be when I get to the one. And when I get to the 100s, I'm gonna be like, you're gonna have to sit me down. I'm gonna be like, this lady been doing confetti the whole time we was on the live stream. We didn't see her face. All we saw was confetti. So you said absolutely, I could do 15 push-ups now, modify without interruption, and I'm starting to see the definition in my shoulders. Very good. So that consistency pays. Good for you. Yeah, I mean, isn't that a great accomplishment breaking those 300s? Let's see. You said congrats. I've been where you are, and that is amazing. Absolutely. All right, very good. Okay, let me scroll down. Ocean says, people tell me that my weight loss shows. I don't see it. I still see myself as big as when I started. Yes, and that's the thing with the body image. And I think people think like, oh, I lost weight. Automatically your mind is gonna change, but your mind just takes a while to catch up with that body. I'm really going through that right now. So I think so what are some things that she can do and I can do? So let's have the some people in here help us out. So if you are having that experience where you're seeing your mind is not catching up with your body, or your body, you know, your body is losing, but your mind is still seeing you as the same person. What is some advice? What could we do to help with that? What do you guys think? And I know because compliments feel strange, and I'm learning. One of the things I'm learning how to do is when people compliment me, just say thank you. It's not a thank you, but because before I would say, thank you, but I still have 60 or 70 pounds to lose. That was my go-to. And I've really stopped saying that. I've just started to say thank you. And I catch myself though, because I still say it sometimes, but I'm not saying it nearly as much. Like I've been trying to listen to myself and make sure I don't say that and just learn how to enjoy a compliment. So what are some things that she can do or I can do as well? All right. Mm. Oh, you joined Planet Fitness. Very good. We love that. My medical pays for it. Oh, silver sneakers. I love that. Very good. I prefer working out at home. Oh, excuse me, for my tired self. A few machines that I want to use. Okay, very good. I know, me too. I like home too, but yeah, I do like the machines of it all. I like both, Cheryl. Best of both worlds. Yeah. Dang, Carla, tea bags. Funny, but not funny. She said tea bags. Oh, my husband said, you going with me? I said next week. That's okay. Just don't start on a Monday. for the mindset of it all, start on a Sunday or a day. But Saturday is not considered next week. Is Sunday considered next week? Is Sunday the start of the week, or is it technically Monday? Geez, so I guess you will start on Monday. Go on Tuesday. I always feel like starting on Monday is such a jinx now. So your mom did the silver sneakers. Okay, very good. You said, I'm going to be all right. You just did yours last month. Oh, the mammogram. Yeah. It's just the whole process of it all. Jeez Louise. Mine are pretty much pancakes already at this point. The machine doesn't need to do that much. So what time is it? What time is it? Oh, I'm not that far behind. I was like, am I really that far behind? Jeez Louise. HRT is helping with the weight in your chest and your hip area. Very good. Oh, very good. I love that. Okay, so I am down because we talking about the Pilates of it all. You want a rebounder at home? A reformer. I was gonna say, what's a rebounder? I'm laughing, but I don't even know what I'm laughing at. A reformer. That's a good one. Wow, there goes my legs. My knees are all jacked. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, there goes my legs. My knees are all jacked up. Is that from exercise and doing a bunch of cardio? Because I weigh 300 pounds, I would not be doing a bunch of cardio. Yes, it's very good for the core, flexibility, lengthening your muscles. Yeah, now, if you're doing Pilates, that's why if you're 300 pounds, you can handle it because it's not a lot of pressure on your knees. They do have you doing a lot of core work, and sometimes you get on your knees, but you can modify. People modify that all the time. So they're very good with the modifications too. Tiffany, congratulations on the Pilates. Okay, all right, very good. You said I'll be sending it to you ASAP. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right, all right. What are you guys saying that was messed up your poor knees? Okay, very good. Okay, you can prove them as okay, the more weight, which absolutely will do it. Yes, yes, yes. There's a rating for food. I can't remember the app. It will make you not want to. Oh, I bet. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. At this point, I'm throwing caution to the wind. Now you guys are laughing. I don't even know what we're laughing at because I'm so far down. All right, Risa. Nissa. She said, hey everybody, she's listening in. How are you? All right, the pictures of it all, the newer clothes that actually fit. You're on the clothes situation. I love shopping too, but I need to stop. I gotta wait till I get rid of some stuff. So yes, some things that helped me get used to my different body was taking pictures. Yes, that's what I was gonna suggest, but I want you guys to suggest to her and me too. And looking at old versus new, holding up the old clothes with the smaller clothes, those visuals comparisons help me. Yes, that is so helpful. So yeah, that's something you can do. Who told us that? Was that Carla who said that? I can't remember if it was Carla who said that about the still thinking she's a certain size, because that's our girl Dee Dee doing the same thing. Very good suggestion. Thank you so much for that, Sweet Bee. Do they ask me if I'm on the GLP-1? No, most people, no. But I volunteered to some people. Everybody doesn't know I'm on it, actually. Yeah, unless they specifically ask me what I'm doing, then I feel like I should tell because that's helping me to lose weight. And I say, I'm taking this medication. It's for type 1 diabetes. It also helps you lose weight. At this point now, if I had a discussion, I think a lot of people would know what it was. When I first was having a discussion, people were like, what is that? 2 years ago, people would ask me what it was. Now people are like, oh, okay. But yeah, I don't just offer it unless people ask me how I'm losing weight or what I did to lose weight. But I say you only tell if you're comfortable because this is a medication and a treatment. And, if you're not going around telling everybody you're taking blood pressure medication or you're taking, allergy pills or whatever, then don't tell them this. I think it's your business and your call. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you feel comfortable with. I think I feel sad for people that are not telling because they're ashamed of it. See, that's a difference. So I'm not ashamed of it at all. And yeah, so yeah. So and it makes a difference. And people are ashamed because people are shaming them, right? That's why people are ashamed to tell, because people are going to take your credit away. But I always say, and has reinforced it for me now. I know I've done a good job because I have two of my friends that are on it that aren't as successful as I have been to this point. Now, who knows? They could come and pass me up, but for right now, they're struggling in their own ways, different ways, to lose the weight. So now they realize it's not as easy as just taking that medication, because I think that's what people think. Like, you take the injection and you don't have to do anything else. And I always say, even if that's true when you first take it, eventually you have to do something to complement it and supplement it. And that has been my experience. And most people I interact with or know, which has been at this point thousands of people right from this platform, those people say that they have had to do something. I've had very few people who say, and the only times, and I'm not in the Facebook pages where people are going and talking about this, and I hear that's the wild wild west, and I'm not on TikTok. Now this is the wild wild west, so I hear Facebook is times two with how people are talking and just all of that. But when people say with the Facebook, like, oh, I took 2.5 and I just still eat anything I want to, I've dropped 100 pounds, this and the other, half of that, first of all, I don't believe. But the people who are actually, I believe it has happened to some people. I just don't believe that's happened with a lot of people. And the people that it's happened to, I say good for them. Your body found that therapeutic dose, and for whatever reason, with your, genetic makeup and biology, you could still eat that way and still keep losing and losing and losing and reach your goal. But I don't know if that's the healthiest way, because I just think, like, you have a lack of nutrients. So hopefully people get to their goal during that, when they get closer to their goal, and not wait till it's too late. They can start adding on some of those healthier habits and strength training and all of that. But I do realize everybody's journey is different. People are doing things different, and that's okay too. But yeah, I just think that it has confirmed for me, knowing real life people, not people I've heard of, not people I saw on YouTube, real life people that are taking this medication. One's taking Wegovy, one's taking Mounjaro, and she's not a diabetic. She got it off label. And they're not even diabetics either. And they're struggling to lose, taking the medication. And one of them, she said her doctor was thinking about putting her on 7.5. And I said, well, you're going to skip a dose. And she said, no, I was on 5. I didn't even know she was on 5. But it really hasn't been controlling her appetite. It hasn't been making her stop wanting to drink. I mean, it just has a lot of stuff. So she probably is one of those people that needs to get to the higher dose. So it'll be interesting to see how she is on 7.5. But again, she hasn't really done a lot of the lifestyle changes either. So she's going up in dose, but she's done some of the lifestyle changes, and life has happened. She's been in and out of town. She has a lot of stress going on. And so all of that is what, just can kind of disrupt a health journey for anybody. So she's had that going on, but, and I have too, so there's, it's just, it is what it is. So I just think that, yeah, that just lets me know even more so that, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. People are learning that in real time. And the more and more people take the medication, they're going to learn it. So we're always like, oh, people are telling us we're cheating and this, that, and the other. Trust me. When people get on it, because most people, if they're hating to that degree, in my belief, a lot of them wish they could be on it, and a lot of them will get on it. And once they get on it, and it might not necessarily be for weight loss, it might be because they've heard about the inflammation. It might be because they want to lose that last, 10 or 20 pounds. It may be because their hormones are out of whack. It may be because a lot of these athletes are taking it because of the inflammation and the joint pain. And so once people start taking it for those reasons, they're going to understand what we're saying, that it's not that easy just to take the injection. In your first couple months, it's like going to Weight Watchers, right? The weight kind of drops off. And then after time, if you don't continue that, and that's water weight, right? And all the kind of things that might be come off a little easier, your body is like, geez, oh man, they gave me a life jacket. I gotta swim now. And so once you get that life jacket to your, to whatever's going on in your body, after a while, you got to kick in and do your own thing. So who got me off on that tangent? Was it Cheryl? Sorry. Jeez, Louise. Okay, all right. So yeah. Okay, did I just scroll down? Oh, I got some juice. I got some juice. I got some juice. You know, I just found out about these jewels. So if you guys have jewels, drop them in the chat. We love that. And I was on somebody's live stream. I'm trying to get to, I don't know. Anissa says she's not live. I don't think I could give Shani jewels. I don't know if I could give Shani jewels yet. I don't know if she has the watch hours. But yeah, I'm trying to get to a live and give jewels out because because and I had a bunch of them and they expired. So if you have jewels, send them my way. Send the jewels my way. Thank you, Bellflower. Let me give her and you need a lot for it to help your bottom line. You know what I'm saying? That you need a lot of jewels, but if they're giving you free jewels, I'll take them. It's for you to go to the live streams and use the jewels. So thank you, Bellflower. Okay. I should give you this. Jeez Louise. Did we give mail that? All right. So who do we have? I appreciate your compassion. But oh, you are. So what was that? You who said that? I don't know who got me off on the tangent, but thank you. How do you all feel about staying on the lowest dose if it's working for you? But my doctor wanted me to go up. I'm doing good on 2.5 milligram and paying out of pocket. Ooh, good question. Okay, so she's asking, how do we feel about that? I saw Grant. Grant's in the house. I said, Grant's in the house. Nancy, how are you, Nancy? Jeez, Louise, our friends are here. Okay, so I say, you know, this is going to depend on your doctor. So hopefully you have a doctor. You're the one that got under, aren't you the one that just told us you got under the 300 pounds, 295? Was that you? I think that was you. And I say it's working, so don't go up. If you could talk to your doctor about not going up, if your insurance is not making you go up, because sometimes the insurance has been known to do that, I would stay on the lowest dose. And then I would also tell your doctor, you're paying out of pocket, ease up on my pockets, right? Let me stay down here. It's working and I'm paying less. And I think a doctor would absolutely do that, especially if you have a good relationship with the doctor. So for me personally, that's what I would do. I would stay on that 2.5 until I'm not losing the way I, you know, to my satisfaction and my doctor's satisfaction. So that's the Downsizing Divas 2 cents. So what are you guys saying? Okay, so I'm coming in super late. I hope you're all having a good week. I'm going to go back and watch the beginning when this is. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We're glad you're here. It's not a party without Nancy here. How about that? Okay, so I'm caught up on my I'm caught up. How about that? Caught up. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so she's saying, thanks, Tamika. That was my perimenopause size. I'm an XL now and working my way back. I'm an XL. Very good. XL to XL. The lady asked me when I got my mammogram. Yeah, I remember I go tomorrow for that mammogram. So we got Grant. I just put Nancy up there. I was 2.5, but I'm going on 5. I wasn't losing enough. Okay. And that's the difference. She's actually losing, right? So that's the difference. She's actually losing that weight. Very good. So Grant, let me ask you, being a guy, and maybe you've had this experience with your wife. Are you having, do you, when you lost your weight, do you still think of yourself as like a bigger size, or are you comfortable in the weight you are in? That's kind of what we're talking about, body image and how that's, you know, can be hard. Sweet B says, I'm not a doctor, but Dr. Anya was on the downsize and she recommends staying on the dose that's working for you. From a financial perspective, I also pay out of pocket. Yes. And I saw that too. Very good. Yes, that was okay. Very good. So yeah, it's working. So what doctor is going to make you move up? I think the best point you're going to have for that doctor, in addition to you're feeling good, you're losing, it's working, that might be your therapeutic dose for right now, right? So I would come from that angle, but I would also say financially, it's cheaper. And if it's cheaper financially, why would I pay extra for something I don't need right now. Now, eventually you might need 5, but now you don't. So why would you pay more for something you don't really need right now? Your body, trust me, it's going to let you know if you need it. You might not ever need 5, but if you need it, your body will let you know. So you have to keep us posted. Keep us posted. Good luck with that. Elizabeth, how are you? She says, happy Wednesday, everybody. How are you? Geez, Louise, good to see you in here. So I'm milking 5 milligrams as long as I'm losing because it costs up. Oh my gosh, the cost goes up at 7.5 by $80 a month. Geez, Louise. Yeah, you can get the best out of that. Okay, so maybe Mel or Bellflower, or who knows? Bellflower maybe can tell you because she just sent the gems. Ocean says, I have free gems, but I don't know how to send them to you. So can somebody tell her? Because I don't even know. Now I know when I was on I know when I was on somebody's live, I was trying to look for it and I had to get off the live. That was earlier today. And I was like, oh, somebody's live. I could give them just to see how it worked. But it said gems, like jewels or something right on there. It's like it says send a jewel and I could just push it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if yours looks like that. I don't know if mine is different because I'm a content creator. I'm not sure. But look how I have like and subscribe up there. It's like ringing the bell. I'm gonna be fancy smancy when I get my new computer too. Okay, thank you, Ocean. If you could figure out how to send the gems, I would love to have some gems. I would stay on it since it's working. Early on, insurance was pushing us to move up, but paying. Okay, I think she's supposed to say out of pocket. The Downsizing Divas content is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please consult your medical practitioner for medical advice. Absolutely, for sure, definitely. All right, let's see. Okay. It's Darian. How are you? He said, hey, Dee and Divalicious Kingdom came in to speak and smash the like button. Thank you, Darian. We appreciate that. Love that. I got some juice. I got some juice. I got some juice. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right. So we got some juice. Let's give her a thank you and Bellflower. I love that. Okay. Jeez. How did you do that, Elizabeth? How did you do it? Wait a minute, I got some more juice. Oh, she's losing it real. How are you? Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be blinged out. Thank you. Let's give her a thank you. She came in with the juice. My profile pic like a cartoonish kind of situation like that. I just think it's so cute. Grant, thank you. I got some juice. I got some juice. I'm so excited. All right, we got a big thank you for Grant. Bam. Give to share my jewels. Can you do it when you're if you're not monetized 100%? I don't know. I'm gonna try it out over there. I was trying to find between now and I don't know. I don't even know how many I had, but I had a ton of them and they expired. And Mel and I were like, we're gonna use our jewels, and I just never got to it. So yeah. And how do you even earn them? Do they just give them to you? That's interesting. Interesting. I gotta figure out the jewels of it all. Okay, so Darian, okay, thank you. Keep us posted. Don't forget. I really am curious. There were providers who encourage people to be on the lowest effective dose, whether it's 2.5 or 15 vice the highest tolerated dose. Your individual care teams knows best. Absolutely. But she was saying that her doctor might move her up because it's like, I think it's just the protocol of the 4 weeks, but she's losing and it's cheaper, so it's like, stay on it if you can, but I wouldn't ditch the healthcare provider. I would just get them on your side to work with you. Right. And I think if you told a doctor, like, it's working, I'm doing this, your insurance is okay with, well, insurance would be okay with it because you're paying out of pocket, right? There's no reason why that doctor should be, to me, holding you on 2.5 unless there was a medical reason for it, right? So I, like Nancy said, I milk it as long as you can. Or no, Sweet Bee, I think, said that because it's cheaper. So yeah, we love that. But yeah, I agree, Dario. It's always important to work with your health healthcare professional. Oh, Miss WW, I wish I had stayed longer on it, but your doc gave you 2.5 free. She prescribed the 5.0. Well, it's another thing too, right? It's another reason why too that, you would stay on it. You were getting it for free and then you got to go up. So yeah, that unfortunately, isn't that crazy though that we even have to Darium and Grant and Miss WW, Belfar, everybody involved in this conversation, Sweet Pea, that we even have to be talking about the finance of it all, right? Isn't it so odd that we're talking about finances when it comes to medication that your body needs? So I want, I want one day for us not to even be talking about it in those terms. Like it should just be, we need the medication, we got it. And there should be a cost, but not as much as it is now. I mean, these are like house notes, car notes that people are spending. It's the mistress of purple. Cheryl, I'm on 5 milligrams. I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I'm 15 is okay with me. I'm not feeling stressed. I'm not feeling hungry. It's just good. But like I said, I think I can see myself going back down to 12.5. I really can, because when I was on 12.5, when I didn't have 15, it got delayed there. I was on that 12.5 and I felt fine. So I don't know if my body needed a break. And I know people are saying there is no reset, this, that, and the other. But again, when people do studies and they take averages, that's not me. Like I was not in that study. You know what I'm saying? So, and I get, averages and data is all good, but if they didn't study me, right? They studied a pool of people. There could be a chance that it doesn't affect me in that way. So I probably should have just stayed on that 12.5 when I had to go back down to 12.5, but I went back to the 15 because I felt like I jumped through hoops to get that 15. I had to call around. It was an insurance thing. I had to talk to my doctor. We were going back and forth. I said, I'm taking this 15 after all this stuff I went through. So, so that makes me feel good to know. Now, maybe I go back down to 12.5 and feel like, oh God, I got to get back on this 15. I don't know. But I think that's the beauty of any treatment, right? You should be able to experiment, kind of like what Darium just came in here saying. You should be able to figure it out, right? It shouldn't be a penalty for figuring out what works best for your body. So I'm hoping that will be my story. I'm hoping. Okay, so let me see. I'm scrolling down. You said can't receive Jews as a channel till I'm okay, partially. Okay, all right. Well, that's okay. I'm gonna catch you. I'll be out there. I'll know it. Hey, Renita. She says, hey, fam. I'm walking around my room. Oh, smart lady. Let's give you some confetti. Love that. Jeez, Louise. Okay. All right. All right. Very good. Love that. All right. So yeah, Grant, I will catch you when you are monetized. Well, I think you could get gems partially because yeah, when I go to your lives, I always look so I can give you a super chat. Like, he's got to get monetized here. It's coming soon. It's coming soon and very soon. Remember that song? We are going to see the king. All right. Lynn, how are you? She said, hello, DDers. How are you, Lynn? I remember you were on that Monday live stream. I don't know how long you were on there, but I remember seeing you. How are you? How's your week going? You said, right, and my Walgreens have the nerve to be out of stock. Really? Yeah. And that's the thing. Once my insurance snafu happened, then mine was out of stock too. I was like, what is going on? Jeez, Louise. Yeah. But I do understand now about these. I used to be like, why are they out of stock? They know this is a high demand medication. But the reason why a lot of them are out of stock now, not everybody. I mean, it might be some shenanigans going on with some of them. But the reason why they're out of stock is because that medication requires it to be refrigerated and they don't have a lot of space. So when I look at the Walgreens I go to, it is not a lot of space. So I can imagine now they have this medication at high demand and they say they can only store so much. So I do understand that. And then just think about it, they got to pretty much have every dose, right? So I get it, but it's inconvenient. So that's why it's always good to order insurances. Also for me, my insurance They won't let me order but so far out in advance. So that's why I like to do every 3 months. So Cheryl, that might be something you can do. I don't know. When you pay out of pocket, I don't know if you can do that every 3 months. So maybe you probably don't even want to pay it out of pocket. So I don't know. But and maybe it's cheaper. You know what? It should be cheaper if you buy 3 months at a time. Maybe that they need to do that if they're not doing that, Eli Lilly. So there's that. I just thought about that. She's saying hello to people. You just called yours in, ready to pick yours up. You are on it, Cheryl. I just can't wait till you reach your goal. We're going to be over here doing the high stepping, celebrating you. Yeah, they are. My Walgreens was out of stock. That's why mine was delayed this last time. In addition to, like, once the insurance situation got taken care of, then it was delayed through Walgreens. That's why I went to that Dee Dee's meetup on 12.5. Yes, it's a treatment for the disease of obesity in my case, and it's a shame that we had to weigh the financials. I know, against your health. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The nice thing about the compounding is, yeah, I do like that. You could go up in small increments. I'm currently in week 21 and at 4.2, and it's working well. Do you know what 4.2, or anybody in here, do you know what 4.2 kind of equals, with the branded? I'm not that far behind. Okay, because yeah, I gotta get off of here in a few minutes here. I'm taking this tea after. Okay, very good. So the tea helps. What's the name of the tea, Cheryl? I'm taking this tea after I take my shot. It really helps. What's the name of the tea? Can you share that with us? There's no compounded options in Canada, so it's either pay retail or go without. Oh, that's unfortunate. Mel, how long did you stay on 5? I think that was her only dose she was on. Hello, beautiful lady. Is your name simply Somaya? Oh, a few things. I see a lot of Black women on GLP-1. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if my daughter needs something. Okay. All right. So she says, I see a lot of Black women on GLP-1. I wonder what the stats are for different racial groups and genders. For newbies, how much have you lost, and did you couple with fasting? Ooh, great question. Great question. Okay. All right. All right. So, I don't know what the stats are for different racial groups. I wonder if they've even have that figured out. They're doing some studies now, because this is kind of for weight loss. I know people were taking it years ago for diabetes, but I don't think that they were studying the weight loss part of it as much. So now that people are taking it and it's out there, there's going to be studies going on about maintenance and, people who stay on it long term, why people get on and off. As far as the racial groups and gender of it all, I don't know. One thing I do know about gender is research showed that women lose more weight than men taking a GLP-1, which is so opposite of what we've always known weight loss to be. Men lose fast, lose more, but on the GLP-1, that has not been true. Now, I don't know if that has changed, but that data was released. I remember maybe a year and a half to 2 years ago. I remember that. So, so for the newbies, how much have you lost? So any newbies want to explain how much they lost? Because I'm in 2.5 years in, so I'm not a newbie. So I don't think you're asking me, but I do fasting, now I'm doing it a lot more because I'm not working. I'm a retired teacher, but we're off in the summers. So like today, I didn't eat till 1 o'clock. I drank a little bit of coffee, a little bit of water, and I didn't eat till, I would say, probably about 1:30. And most days I don't eat till that time. But my daughter, on the weekends, I might eat between 11 and 12 because she wants to eat. It's like, why do you want to eat? You're messing up my flow. Geez, Louise. I'm a great, I'm great. My granddaughter's 11th birthday party. You're in maintenance. Enjoyed a piece of cake. All right. Well, happy birthday to your daughter. Let's give you some confetti. Happy birthday to your daughter. Tell her I said happy birthday. We love that. Very good. Okay, so you enjoyed that cake. All right now. I love that. Your insurance is month to month. Okay. They require, yeah, refrigeration. Yep, that's why. Um, what did y'all feel or say to people who bash the GLP-1 girlies versus the natural weight loss girlies? Will you have to be on the shot forever? Well, I would love to debate a GLP-1, somebody who's a natural, look at me trying to debate. I would love to debate the people who say this should be natural, 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 because, if I could do it natural, 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 I probably wouldn't even have this channel right now. So what I say to them is everybody's different. Everybody's body is different. And when people bash it, I think they bash it out of lack of understanding. Because once you understand the disease of obesity, the disease of being overweight, willpower versus discipline. Once hormones and how they work, once you understand all those things, I think you realize that some people do need a GLP-1. Now, maybe everybody, doesn't need it for the same reason. Maybe some people just want to lose weight and want to be vain about, I want to be slim. And I think that that's okay too, because some people, and I know, and I don't know how you're eating and how your lifestyle is, but there are so many times where I know people who didn't have weight issues, and then they got a certain age and they start having weight issues, and they still, was dieting, exercising, not even dieting, just eating the same way, and they gain weight. And it's that we know you gain weight with children. That's a thing. Women, that happens with women. But the hormones of it all kicks in. And I think that's the biggest thing. And so, yeah. And then what do we say about somebody like Serena Williams who started taking it? A Shaquille O'Neal who started taking it. Are we saying Serena Williams was, lazy and not eating right? She has a chef, this, that, and the other. I think Oprah Winfrey is the greatest example to me for somebody who has the disease of obesity and somebody who had money. If money could buy everything, wouldn't she have bought her? And she did buy herself a smaller body, but couldn't keep it off. She was able to drink that liquid for 90 straight days, but eventually she ate. So I think if money could buy everything, some of these celebrities would be slim and be able to stay slim. They can get slim, but can they stay slim? And Oprah has been able to keep it off. And I'm telling you, even with this GLP-1, I've lost 50 pounds before, kind of fast. I forgot about how fast I lost it. But, I think I lost 50 pounds in 5 months, something like that. So like 10 pounds a month. And I was on this strict program and all that. But guess what? 2 years, 3 years later, I was the same size. And I wasn't even the same size. I was bigger. I was heavier. So at least now I'm able to maintain what I'm doing, even though I'm kind of stuck on my journey right now as far as the weight loss. I'm still able to maintain, and that is huge. That is huge, because if I wasn't taking this GLP-1, I guarantee you I would have gained probably a ton of weight, half the weight back already, and then be on my way to gaining more back. So this medication has allowed me to not only maintain, but feel confident that I will continue to lose. So if you know somebody that's a natural weight loss nista and they want to debate the Downsizing Diva, I got to screen them first. But they're welcome to come on here so I can debate, because I love a good debate. I love a good debate. Yeah. And I want somebody, and I want the person to just be just like so confident, looking good, feeling good. I want somebody that can really express themselves on here. Because nobody's ever seen me in a debate, but I'm pretty good at it. I used to be a debater in high school. And this is not high school, but honey, I've had to debate some smart people in my negotiations being a teacher. You got to come with facts, and you got to really be able to present yourself. And this is my lived experience. So, I can talk about that if I can't talk about anything else. So there's that. All right, so I hope did they people answer you? I hope I answered you. Will I have to be on this shot forever? For me, I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic, which is the reason why I started on this medication. And I was reluctant because I'm not a medicine type of girl. I don't want to be on a medicine forever. I'm not big on taking a pill or a shot or anything. But what I have learned over my 2.5 years taking this medication is that I probably will have to be on it. The inflammation is just gone. I mean, some of these other people, and I think people think about things as like always money, but some of these other people, some of these athletes that's taking the medicine, and I think was telling people this. I said, this is so funny. I should have did a video on this because I said, I bet you Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal used to do those ice commercials, those icy hot commercials. And I said, when this medication came out, and remember Charles Barkley was the first one who publicly, from what I remember, as far as the men athletes saying he was taking it, I said, all of these guys, and I know some athletes that have played football, and I mean, you see them and they walk around like Michael Jordan. You see my guy Michael Jordan, he's probably, I mean, allegedly, but I wouldn't be surprised if he starts taking it. When he gets a pep in his step, you heard it here first. And I said, I bet you Shaquille O'Neal is going to start taking the GLP-1 because it helps your needs. It helps with the inflammation. I know, 300 plus pounds. When I took that injection, I was going up those stairs and I said, what is on? What is going on? This is a miracle. So I know those athletes are feeling themselves. They're walking around with a different stride. Shaquille O'Neal is always going to probably walk a certain kind of way because he's a big, tall guy. But he has when I start seeing him with a little pep in his step, and I knew he was doing those icy hot commercials, and I know he talks to Charles Barkley, I said, he's going to be taking that GLP-1, and I was right. And he's not the only one taking it. It's a lot of people taking it. So I don't know where it's a lot of folks taking it, not just the girls, but I mean, that's probably, maybe you're in the spaces to see that, but a lot of folks are taking this GLP-1 and a lot of folks are behind the scenes, and the biggest criticizers and haters are taking it too. So good luck with your injection. We know you're taking it behind the scenes. And I say, don't hate, congratulate. Jeez, Louise. Okay, I then got off on the tangent. I hope y'all didn't answer this lady better than me. She got me in debate mode. Jeez, Louise. Okay, all right. Too funny. Okay, all right. So Male says, I lost everything on 2.5, went up to 5, it ended titrating back down and eventually off. Yeah, so that's somebody who successfully used the medication. So simply, is her name Samaya? I hope she saw that. You're somebody who used it, got to your goal, and was able to titrate off and come off the medication and stay off and be successful off. So we got to give you some confetti. There's that. Okay, all right. All right, so we're going to take a few more comments and then I have to go. I was so tired when I started. You guys have given me energy. Let's see. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold up. I got some more jewels. All right. We got my girl, Renita. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we also got Ramona. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate that. I love it. Okay. So let me give you ladies some not confetti, but I appreciate that. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to go through here. What are you guys saying? We didn't get to the game. We'll have to play that next time. I went off on my tangent, but that's okay. That was good information. Hi, shout out to Shaq. Shout out to Charles Barkley. Shout out to my guy, my favorite athlete of all time, Michael Jordan. Just love me some Michael Jordan. I want to debate somebody about who is better, Michael Jordan or LeBron James. Now, you guys know I'm from Ohio, so I am a LeBron fan. But there is only one GOAT in basketball, only one. And I could debate any guy, anytime, and I say a guy because, they think they know more about sports than we do. I remember I had this boyfriend. His name was Ken. Hi, Ken. And we had a debate. And I mean, he was like, geez, Louise. He was like, I cannot believe you was going off about that Michael Jordan. I just love me some Michael Jordan. Okay, all right. So, okay, so Grant says I always put my refill order in as soon as I take my last one. Walgreens always takes 3 days to get it in. Yeah, so yeah, that's a thing. Yep, Walgreens. Jeez Louise. My Walmart, I had no issues, but this was before they approved it to be 50. Oh, so everybody's probably doing it, getting it, and so the demand went up, right? Oh, okay, here. So here's the tea. Saga tea. I will get the name. It helps GLP-1. Okay. All right, very good. Mel, welcome. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking questions. I love when somebody else here and they ask us questions. That gets us thinking. 4.2, okay, is between 2.5 and 5. You can't really do it with the preloaded pens because I load my own syringe. I could go, yes. And I think that's the great thing about, like you said, the compound. I meant new subscribers, sorry. No, that's okay. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I was on it many years ago for diabetes. It was popular and didn't lose much. So I debunked the bashing personally because I still have to work as hard as someone with no injection. Yes, very good. Me too. Me too. And that is so true. And I feel like I've had to work too. I think I felt at the beginning. I think I felt at the beginning it was not that hard to do because my appetite was suppressed and I didn't have the food noise. And I don't think you've had the food noise before. That is the difference. And so that made it a little, that made it better. But it got to a point like where I am now, where even though I don't have food noise, it comes back or the cravings can come. My appetite is not heavily suppressed. It's suppressed, but it's just enough. It's just suppressed enough that if I didn't catch myself making a good choice, I cannot make a good choice, if that makes sense. It's not so suppressed like at the beginning of my journey where it's like I didn't even want to make a bad choice. I wasn't even thinking about making a bad choice. Now I have to decide to make the good choice. Does that make sense? That is what it is. So it really is now more so up to me. And I think that that's what people don't realize. And maybe because I've been on it for 2.5+ years, and I know I would like to see the research that says if you stop it and then restart. Now I know I've heard different content creators say research says if you stop it and then start back, it doesn't really help you. But I do feel the value. I do think there is a value in a reset and starting over. And so I don't know. I would have to dig into that myself. I heard a couple of content creators talk about it, but I have not done my own research about that. So that's something that I'm going to do, because again, like I've been on this for a long time and maybe I'm a person who might need a reset. So I don't have to think about making the conscious choice, which it's not wrong with that, right? Because we make a conscious choice every time we decide to do something, I mean, I don't know if you guys realize, but we make thousands of decisions in a day. You might be thinking, I'm only making 5 decisions a day. No, you're making close to 1,000. Every little thing you do, it's a choice. And so for me, I just think, I need to investigate that because I'm wondering if my body does need a reset, is there such a thing? This is a conversation I'm going to have with my doctor who's worked with so many different people. At this point, she has a lot of experience with GLP-1. And when I say a lot, I mean like 2.5 to 3 years with GLP-1. But just think about all the different people she's talked to and interacted with this medication. So I'm going to be asking her. And now I can try it for myself. I mean, not for nothing. It could work and it could not. I mean, and I'll try it and don't tell you guys and then come back with the data. Okay, let me get off of here. I've just been going on and on. Okay. All right, so we got a newbie. I have lost 25 pounds. Dr. Wade, 22 pounds from my home scale. I have been on it since May 16th of 2026. Well, first of all, shout out to you and congratulations to you for being 25 pounds down. Okay, so my doctor's scale is a little off from my scale at home too, versus the DEXA scale. They're all a little bit off, but everybody tells me to go by the trend, right? And what's consistent. And so who's right? I don't know. I say the lowest number is the right number. I guess DEXA scale probably would be the most accurate, honestly, but let's go with the lowest scale. Okay, let's see. Those are great questions. Welcome to the chat. We love that. I would say the people with the disease of obesity, losing weight is not a cure for obesity. When you lose weight, you still have the disease. Yes, you do. And it could come back at any time, right? And that's the thing. Sweet pea, yes, it's an ongoing treatment, not a cure. Perimenopause, menopause can thrust you into metabolic chaos and you can end up on the meds. Yeah, it's so many different reasons. There are effective treatments for the disease of obesity. Diet and exercise have not been shown to be effective treatments for the disease, period. The thing about debates is you must zip it and listen to your opponent. Isn't that the hard part, right? That's the hard part, but that's okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Personally, I think everyone is on it. I assume it now. Yes, I do too. And I've been right. That's the thing. Thank you. I'm going to give you some confetti because you came in here asking some great questions. Um, we love that. And you're talking to somebody that's not a fan of taking medication. I'm on here about to you debunk the skincare of it all. My two homegirls are into the skincare, and I'm in here thinking about I don't know about this skincare, but I'm someone who's not into the medication at all. So if I didn't have to be on it, I would not. So when people say to me, because I get these comments, I've been telling you guys like you don't need it. They start off saying like you're so pretty, you don't need it, as if looks have anything to do with what I got going on with my situation. It's like, geez, oh man, if I didn't have to be on it, I definitely wouldn't be. Um, so yeah, the mind is truly a battlefield. It really is. It really is. It really is. But as far as obesity, though, it's not just the mind. It is biology. It's biology. And I know people, it sounds so easy to say diet and exercise. I just don't believe that that is true. I think it's also other things at play, not just calories in. For some people, calories in, calories out is not even, effective because, you got to be eating the right kind of calories. You might be losing for a little bit, but if you eat 2,500, or let's say if you eat 1,500, calories worth of pizza, eventually your body is not going to like that, right? You got to do something different. So you kids can't get around it. So what we're saying on this channel, and in the GLP-1 community, most people I hear, I don't hear hardly everybody because there's so many new people popping up as we speak. Somebody new is uploading a video about GLP-1. So what we're saying over here is you have to use this medication as a tool for whatever your metabolic deficiency is. You got to use this medication as a tool, as a supplement to get you where you want to be, which is ultimately better or optimal metabolic health, right? That's the goal. And in order to do that, some of us have not been able to do it for other reasons other than we just have a weak mind, or we don't have willpower, or we don't have control. It's been, proven, research has proven it's reasons why a lot of us cannot be successful losing weight. But with that said, if you're a successful naturalista, is that a word, with losing weight, great. I think that's great. That's awesome. A lot of people, women in my family, especially, and men, are successful naturally doing it. It's just has not been my story. So, and there's just that, the drama of it all. You said spiritually has something to do with it, but that's a whole other discussion. Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, geez, should we get into that whole thing? We don't have the time. You got to come back another day. Come back and join us. Let's see. Okay, so Mel, I was Fandango for a month, got samples. The bridge program starts. That was only okay. I was waiting until July 1st. To get on Zepbound. I only lost 7 pounds, so I titrated up. Only 7 pounds is a lot. Do you realize 7 pounds is a lot? That's like normal weight loss. I don't know why you think that's a little bit. That's normal weight loss. Okay. I was eating right and taking my protein and water. Okay, very good. Okay, Ruth says, Dee Dee, I'm so happy I paid for my Zepbound out of pocket. Says, what? Oh! Oh my goodness. Yes. Isn't that a good feeling? Oh my gosh. Let's give you some confetti. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. Ruth, I mean, where are we going shopping to celebrate? So bad of me to say. Where are we going on vacation, on that fine vacation? Now you rich, girl. You are rich. That is crazy. I love that. Jeez, Louise. And Mel is talking with Cheryl in there. Okay, very good. But 7 pounds is great. 7 pounds is great. Well, guys, this is it. This wraps it up for me. I can't believe it's 10:25. I was like, I'm not going to be on here 2 hours, but I guess I am. So I want to thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with me. I will see you guys on Monday. I think I'm going live on Monday. I might change it, but I'm in my mind, I'm thinking like 11 o'clock ish, like into the noon time, 11:30, so we can have lunch and chat. I'm going to do one of those things with like, I'm going to have my coffee too, because remember, I'm not going to be eating lunch at 11:30. You guys might, but I like to I don't like to eat until closer to 1. So I'm still going to have my coffee. So I'll be here with my coffee, even though it's lunchtime. But I know some of you are working and people come in on their lunch break. So we'll try the different time, mainly because my daughter's schedule is changing. And I have to time it and see. But I do like the 9:30 time because I like the morning crowd. So we shall see. But anyway, I appreciate you all. I just love you guys. You guys are so smart, the smartest chat in all of GOP1 land. So we appreciate that. Wait a minute. Oh my God, we got some more jewels. The jewels of it all. Thank you, Trina, too. I love it. I appreciate that. Let me give you a thank you, and then we're out of here. Okay. All right. So have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you for my Sunday video, and I will see you live again on Monday. Stay safe and take care. Bye.